guys remember our good friends over at the Modern Day Night Project? Well, those guys are back, and they're back with a vengeance, apparently, because every single YouTuber on this platform has made a video bullying the shit out of these guys because of how absolutely ridiculous they are. If you don't remember who the Modern Day Night Project are, we have a video talking about them, but they're these guys. That's right, the Modern Day Night Project are the people who rigorously bully you and spray you with a hose, and they make you pay $18,000 for it, apparently. One of the main people that runs this thing, his name is Keuilian, and he released this video in response to all of the hot takes that everyone's dropping on him. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a watch because I thought it'd be really funny to break this down.
Have independent YouTube content creators sold out for the clickbait? Have they sold out for sensationalized content? Well, I'll let you guys be the judge.
You think that content creators have sold out for clickbait? Yeah, probably. They probably have. That would shock me to nothing, actually. That doesn't shock me at all. That's not surprising.
Hey, as you guys know, since the last couple of weeks, we ran Project Class 19. It got a lot of attention because of the social media posts that we were putting out during the 75 hours. And YouTube content creators that are actually really good at what they do, like the channel Angry Cops and Philion, who I think have entertaining content and I watch regularly, ended up actually jumping on the bandwagon along with CNN and Fox News.
So that's interesting. He drops names. Philion, my boy, got name dropped in this video. That is absurd. The fact that he also says that he watches regularly is crazy because Philion, if you guys don't know, just kind of dunks on people like this continuously. He's actually the reason I know about the Modern Day Night Project at all. So this dude just self-reported and is hate watching. He is actually hate watching.
Who originally picked up the content from our social media feed. And when Fox News picked it up, they called it the Alpha Male Bootcamp that charges you $18,000 to make you a man, which is not what the project is. The only thing they got right about the project is the $18,000 fee. It has never been called the Alpha Male Bootcamp. We as instructors never call it Alpha Male Bootcamp. I despise the term alpha male because it's chest beating, chest thumping, egotistical maniacs who pretend to be alpha males. It's not on our website. However,
that was probably one of the craziest rambles I've ever heard come out of anyone in this sphere. Like, no shit. People are going to call you an alpha male if you're running a camp that is literally hyper masculine. That's like the whole point of what you're doing. So yes, that is exactly what it is. It's an alpha male boot camp. You're training these dudes to try and make them alphas. That's like exactly the scam you're running here. No one's calling it the Alpha Male Boot Camp just because that's what you named it. No, that's the nickname everyone gave it because that's how you guys act. No one's sitting here saying that that's what it's actually called. Also, the media is the opposition thing. Okay, buddy. All right, there's clearly a narrative he's trying to spin, and that was very obvious in the first video that we made on these guys, but he just keeps going. This dude just keeps going, self-reporting.
I expect that of CNN and Fox News. After all, mainstream media has an agenda. They're part of the opposition. They are the voice of the opposition. And their job is to really demasculinize men. They are there to oppress men. They are there to oppress humanity and, of course, deconstruct the nuclear family.
Their goal is to oppress men and oppress humanity. So that is the reason you should buy my $18,000 course, by the way. So that way you're not oppressed by the media. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? This dude's in a whole other dimension. This guy's actually like not in the real world anymore. Like he's too far gone. What the fuck is this man spewing about? CNN and Fox News are here to oppress humanity and deconstruct the nuclear family. What does what does that have to do with the fact that people are talking about you making people spend $18,000 on your fucking course?
However, when independent YouTube content creators, who I think do a great job in terms of entertainment and education and enlightening information, just kind of run with the headlines that Fox News and CNN run with, well, then I begin to question them because I'm like, bro, first of all, your facts are absolutely out of line.
How are the facts out of line? Every single person who has made a video on your fucking stupid camp has done the research. It's literally on your website. Like, if you just go to their website, you can just find all of this shit. No one looked at Fox News or CNN. I certainly fucking didn't. I visited your website and I looked you up. And also I watched your videos. Like, everything is from you. What are you talking about? This is only the first 2 minutes of the video, and there's already been a lot of inconsistencies. This is a 23-minute video. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the entire fucking thing in one sitting, because holy shit, this dude is yapping. This dude is a professor at Yapperton University, because this dude is just spewing nonsense, like actually just nonsense.
Secondly, you could have reached out to me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, and said, hey, this is what we think is happening at the project. Is this really what's happening? And I could easily say yes or no, and then show proof and evidence, because you certainly shouldn't trust me. After all, I run the project along with the other instructors.
But we don't need to ask you for evidence of what's happening at your project when the evidence is online, when you are posting the evidence of what is happening. What do you mean, brother? What are you talking about? What fucking world do you live in? Did you just forget you have a social media presence? Did you forget that you're posting literally every single bit of information about the project onto your website, onto Instagram, onto Facebook? Hell, you're even on Twitter and YouTube. Dude, your shorts pop up on my YouTube Shorts page. Everyone knows what the camp is. Every single person knows. That's why we're making fun of you.
But you can certainly ask me, interview me, or at least get my feedback and thoughts, and then come up with content that would be far more accurate than the absolute misinformation that was put out by Philion and Angry Cops, along with other YouTube content creators.
Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. We're spreading misinformation about the $18,000 boot camp, boys. That's what we're doing. Misinformation Central is where we're going. Someone bust out the fucking ukulele. Holy shit.
But I also understand why that might be the case. Because at the end of the day, they have to get the clicks, they have to be sensationalized, they have to use the catchy headlines like Alpha Male Boot Camp, because, well, if they don't, they can't monetize as much. And I could understand that. And in fact, I can actually appreciate that. After all, we monetize our channel here. And as you guys know, any money that we generate from our YouTube show and our YouTube lives, I always double and donate to Shriners Children's Hospital. Now, I don't know what they do with their money, and that's up to them. And I believe it's awesome to be a capitalist. And I think it's great to create content for humanity, both for entertainment and education. And like I said, I get a lot of value in terms of entertainment from those two channels.
Is this guy really complaining that people are calling it the Alpha Male Boot Camp? That's what it is, brother. What else are you doing here? What are you doing? You're playing fake Navy SEALs and you're yelling at people and like building these alpha male men up. The people who would pay for this course are textbook alpha male types, like genuinely. So what do you mean that it's misinformation? This isn't clickbait. We don't have to do anything to make these videos more entertaining than just show your fucking clips. I could launch a compilation of the Modern Day Night Project clips and you would still be cooked, because all of it is the same exact shit.
However, when they take everything out of context, because remember, the project is 75 hours long. And of the 75 hours, well, during this last class, I think we probably put up 15 to 16 minutes of content in our stories and on our Instagram timeline.
Yeah, but those 15 to 16 minutes of stories that you're putting up speak volumes as to what is happening. Dude, this is the same exact timeline. Like they're doing the same exact thing over and over and over again, where they bring these dudes in, they fuck with them for 3 days straight, and then there's like some writing classes in the middle and like some therapy sessions somewhere in between, right? Therapy and writing, cool, great. Spraying them down with hoses and not letting them sleep or eat, probably not the best for mental health, but hey, who am I to judge? If you guys want to play fake Navy, go for it. I'm not gonna judge unless there's an $18,000 tagline put in front of it. Then we have a problem because you guys are literally filming in the front of a Walmart. Also, the fact that you're trying to like virtue signal with the fact that you're like donating and these guys aren't. What was the point of that? What kind of shade are you trying to throw here, dude?
So when you take 15 to 16 minutes of very sensationalized, intentionally polarizing content of instructor Steve going off with his K-bar, and you decide that the entire project is that, and you feed your audience that information, well, I think that is misinformation. And I think that kind of aligns you with the opposition.
Philion. Philion is the opposition, bro. Holy shit. Philion, you gotta watch your back because Bedros Keuilian is coming after you, dude. He's calling you the opposition. That is absurd. Holy shit, man. This is 4 minutes in. Holy crap. What is happening? What is the rest of the 23 minutes of this video like? Because this dude is just going off right now. Holy crap. This is the craziest call out video I think I've ever seen on YouTube.
In terms of CNN and Fox News, where you don't do any research, like I can understand why Fox News and CNN wouldn't reach out to me because they don't want the truth of what the project is, how it serves men, how it's helped men, and how it continues to help men for the last 5 years. But when independent content creators don't reach out to me and don't ask and don't look, or at least hell, reach out to graduates, reach out to guys that have actually rung the bell and quit, reach out to someone that has actually experienced the project, reach out to the other instructors. But when you don't, and you fabricate your own information based on information taken out of context that was 15 to 16 minutes in total out of 75 hours, well, that leads me to believe that you're not interested in telling the truth. You're more interested in selling the click and monetizing on the YouTubes, homie. And that's cool too, man. Like I said, I appreciate that.
See, the issue with that fallacy right there is the fact that we're not just taking 15 to 16 minutes of what is shown. We do a lot of research. YouTubers tend to do a lot of research, at least the good ones. And Philion, I'll say, he's a pretty good YouTuber. He's a pretty good guy. You should go check him out. I mean, you probably know him if you're watching my channel because I'm way smaller than him by a fucking margin. So, I mean, yeah. But it's not just the 15 to 16 minutes we're taking out of context, brother. It is the hours upon hours upon hours of content that you have put up online for the past, like, what, 4 or 5 years of this project? Does that not speak fucking volumes? Like, you've been posting the same exact shit for fucking 5 years now. We know what the Modern Day Night Project is. Anyone who's looked into it knows what this thing is. And if you want to sit here and tell us that what we're doing is spreading misinformation, then why don't you fucking show us instead of having like 5 minutes of ranting about how we're spreading it? Just show us what it is then. What are we misinforming the public about? What is happening here? What are we missing? So this next part after this fucking 5-minute rant about how Philion is spreading misinformation about the alpha male boot camp, as he hates to call it, but that's what it is. He then goes ahead and shows a clip from a podcast that he did. So for the most part, the podcast clip is nothing more than him explaining the psychological evaluations that they're trying to do on these men through the project. You know, it's celebrating men's mental health and all that fun. No one was arguing that you weren't doing that. That is not why people are coming after you, because we all, at least I did, I showed in my video that yes, they do journaling. Yes, they do talk about mental health, but at the same time, they also run these fucking weird, like, battle training courses where they waterboard, which is, it's absurd. It's like the wildest mix of things. On top of that, you're completely missing the component that you have to spend 18 grand to get into this program in the first place, which is the main thing people are, like, coming at you for. Because you pay 18 grand to write down your feelings and then get sprayed by a hose and yelled at for like 75 hours straight, when you could have paid like $100 per session for a therapy session and then go play airsoft if you want. You get the best of both worlds by not paying 18 grand and just going out and doing something else. But because of the way that you like target specific types of men, you are now running into this problem because you're targeting weak men, you're targeting frail men who have issues that they now think can only be solved by spending. This would be enough for a down payment on a house. This is life-changing money that you would have to spend on this camp, which is the whole reason that this is an issue. And I get it, what he's saying in this podcast is it is life-changing, and it could be. No one argued that. No one argued that it couldn't be life-changing. Going through experiences like this most definitely can be. But so could literally anything else that you could do for free. Like, I don't know, maybe saving up for your kid's college fund, or medical expenses, or paying off any debt that you might have, or hell, maybe buying a house, maybe starting a business, maybe doing literally anything that isn't spending 18K on a 3-day experience that really just turns into a mud crawling ice bath journaling session with the boys who also threaten to kill you sometimes. He's also trying to say that the clips are out of context. Like, yeah, no, they aren't. You even admit in this podcast that this is all standard procedure, and that is true. If you watched any of the clips from years ago during this whole modern day night project stuff, all of them are very consistent. All of them are pretty procedural for what they do in the camp. These aren't out of context. This is context. This is context to what happens in the camp. So you can't really say that they're out of context because you posted them, buddy. You did this. You can watch hours upon hours of these fucking clips and you can get a gist of what's going on. This video was a absolute mess. He kind of just runs in circles about how this is doing good for men. This is an okay thing for men to go through, and no one's arguing that at all. If someone wants to spend 18 grand on a 3-day trip where they get beaten and fucking hose down, go for it. That's fine. If that's what it takes to get you to emotionally mature and change as a person, then go for it, buddy. The main issue that I have within this video is he's calling this misinformation. How is this misinformation? How is us saying that you pay 18 grand to go to what is essentially a alpha male boot camp where you go for 75 hours to go and play military misinformation when that's exactly what you do? He doesn't argue against that point at any point. He did also call Philion and Angry Cop out in this video, trying to say like he wants them to come out to the MDK project, and if they do, he'll donate $5,000 to a charity of their choice.
I do have one little challenge before I ask you to watch the few minutes of footage that's about to come up. And my challenge is both to Philion and to Angry Cops. It is to come out to our October 2024 class and join us. Be a co-instructor, be a spectator, hang out for the 75 hours, and I will give you $5,000 towards your charity of choice. I want to give money, $5,000 towards your charity of choice when you come out, spend the 75 hours with us, and actually see and experience what the project is.
Which I am very excited to see, because I doubt either of those two would turn down that chance. Because I sure shit wouldn't. That would be fucking crazy. Anyways, if you like this video, please leave a like, please leave a subscribe, and hey, comment down below, let me know what you think. Shout out to all my members, Magic, Harley, Kenna, Grandpa X, and myself, for being the silliest geese on the planet. Right now, we're currently running a $30,000 alpha male boot camp, which will give you levitation. So if you want levitation, it's only 30K. Sign up now, link below. And hey, if you guys haven't watched the last video, please go ahead and do so. I thought it was pretty good, so